Hi, I'm Zach, and welcome to the Southeast Community College Media Center. Sometimes when you're first stepping in, this can be an intimidating piece of machinery here, but we're going to show you today how to make everything on here run, and if it's not working, how to get it going. Now we're inside the SCC Media Cart. First, we have our media switcher. This is where all the magic happens for you to get what you want accomplished, including hooking up a laptop via HDMI, VGA, displaying on the projector those items, or using your desktop computer that's here provided on the Multimedia Cart. We also have a document camera that'll allow you to put any documents up on the big screen so that your class can see everything that's going on. As you can see with the box, you have a handful of lights here. The first light here is indicating your power. Then you'll have input mode 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the blue light will tell you which one you have on. And then over here we have our select button, which will allow us to determine which input mode that we would like to go to. However, if you don't like the box and you want to be on the run, we also have the remote control, which in turn, hitting the button corresponding to your input level will allow you to go there quickly.
Hi, my name is Tyler, and I'm going to explain to you today about the most used part of the Multimedia Cart. This is the desktop computer where you can project what you have on the screen to your projector. You log in with your username and password. And after you log in, you pick the program you want to do, and it should project to the screen. And here, you use the Dell remote. You hit the power button to turn on the projector. You should hear a beep. The desktop Multimedia Cart comes with a Targus presentation remote that you can use to pinpoint what you're showing or presenting, and then you can switch between slides.
Hi, I'm Billy. I'm going to help you hook up your laptop to the Multimedia Cart. First, you're going to need an HDMI cable, which is going to hook up down here. And then second, your choice could be your VGA or audio cables. This is your VGA for your video. This is your audio. You're going to need to hook up both of these. To start off with, you're going to look over here at your cheat sheet, which gives you an extra little idea of where you're going to be plugging in your cords. Down here, you'll plug in to the HDMI, and then you'll plug into your laptop HDMI here. From there, you're going to want to look for the button down here that says select, and you're going to want to make sure that you're on 1, which is laptop HDMI.
Up next on the Media Cart, we have the document camera. It's kind of the funny looking thing here on the corner of the desk. However, this will allow you to take any documents that you may have and project them up on the projector for your class to see. You can use the remote and use the power button to turn the document camera on. When you do, it'll take about 15 to 30 seconds to turn on. In turn, to get that projection up on the projector, we're going to use our remote here to turn our switch box to number 4. Once we hit that, we now have a projection that'll come up on our monitor and on the projector. It does take a little bit of time, so give it about 10 to 15 seconds. Now, once it comes up, you can see that my hand is right here, and it is also now projecting on the projector. Next up, we're going to talk about some common troubleshooting techniques here on the Multimedia Cart. It can be a little tiresome when you come up to it and it doesn't work, even though we just showed you in all the directions. And this can save you a lot of time, because when you call the help desk and you have to wait for a technician to come down, it can take a little bit more time than you wish, and you need it to work right now. So with that, we'll go over a couple common things that happen. First off, you can tell we come up to the machine, we're moving our mouse, we have no picture on the monitor. First thing that you should check on any device when it is not working correctly is the power. As you can see down here, our little green button is no longer here. Well, we're going to hit the power button, and now our monitor has power. In turn, what's going to happen is we're going to come up to the screen, and we're going to see another issue pop up, and you can see our power saver mode comes on. This is maybe one of the most common complaints that we get here with our multimedia carts, and usually it's a fairly simple fix. Now, our light is turned amber, which means that the monitor is now receiving power, but is not receiving a signal. So in turn, what we're gonna do is come down underneath and see about our switch box. On a quick examination, I can see that our switch box has no power and that the light isn't on. I'm gonna come on the back side and feel around and feel that this cable's loose. After pushing it in just a little bit, all of a sudden my power lights are coming on as they should. Now, since I'm on the desktop computer, I need to make sure I'm on selection number 2. And when I do that, we should get a screen to come back up after we wake the computer up. And there we have it. Continuing on with our theme of the screen being out, we're going to go underneath the table again with the box. Now, what can happen sometimes is the HDMI cable underneath can come loose. When it does, you can reattach that HDMI cable. So we're going to come underneath, and we feel a cable is loose, and now we've inserted it all the way. And now what should happen is, once the computer gets a wake up, we should have a screen coming up here any second. Please remember that it does take a little bit of time for the signals to travel, as there is a lot of converter boxes underneath. Another common issue that we have with our multimedia carts here at SCC is sound issues. If you're trying to show a video on the projector, and the projector is working, but you have no sound, the video doesn't do you much good. So we're going to go over a couple common issues and fixes. What we have here is a trailer for a movie or a clip, and as you can hear, there's no sound. Well, the first thing that we should always check is down here in the bottom right corner of the screen. As you can see, we have a speaker button. It is actually blocked out, which means it's muted. If we unclick it, now we have sound. Also, it should be noted that while you're in here, if you want to control the volume for the speakers, there is no volume control on the speakers, and your volume should be controlled here from the taskbar. Another issue that you may come across with our sound system is that the wrong default device is set on the computer. This can be fixed by right-clicking playback devices. As you can see here, the actual default device is selected with a green check mark, and the default device is speakers. Sometimes this may not be the case. If the speakers are not under the green check mark, right-click on the one that you would like to make the default device, and click on Set Default Device.